Welcome to American Dream TV, Selling, Michigan. I'm your host, Kailey Hegle, and today we are at one of Brighton's premier martial arts schools, where we're going to go behind the scenes with this owner and see what makes this place such a special part of our community. Let's go see if we can find him. Hey, Craig, I'm here. All right.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me today. What kind of stuff are we going to do?
So we're going to start with training you. So you're going to have to change. I would just put on like a t-shirt, lose the shoes,
Okay.
and we'll be able to go. Take the earrings out too.
Oh.
And a little bit later, my daughter Savannah's going to come up, and I'm going to be training her. She's been really working on her moves, and it's going to be really cool today.
Can't wait. Thanks. Let's go.
All right, Kailey, so this is the kind of the premise of where everything starts. Personally, I always thought that things started in the mind, in the brain, and went to the body, but it's not. It actually starts in the body and then it goes to the brain. What I've noticed, though, in the lack in our culture now is there's just the physical training or there's just the martial arts aspect, and we're not putting the two together in the form of mindset. And I want to take you through this. Movement can be anything. It can be yoga, it could be Pilates, it could be Zumba, it could be weightlifting, CrossFit, whatever your thing is. I'm happy you're moving. But it does want to give you some bit of relevancy for moving your actual physical body if you're ever attacked. So that's why every single one of my warm-ups and how I teach my instructors is whatever we're doing that day, we're going to do some type of body weight mobility that is going to replicate everything that I'm going to teach you. So if you can move, you can do it. That's the mindset portion. And I've always kind of asked people when it comes to the physical element of training, what are we looking at here? And a worst case scenario, we want to be the best case outcome for us.
Right.
So if we start on our feet and say, well, everything has failed, someone got into my space.
Right.
So we have three different elements. Number one, from standing. Number two, from a clinch position. And number three, a compromised position where you're actually going to be on the ground.
Okay.
All right. So I like to start with just a basic warm up for body weight.
Sounds good.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, let's begin. Now, we have to think now, worst case scenario, we're covered here. Worst case scenario, someone grabs me, I'm covered here.
Right.
Worst case scenario, I'm on my back. So all of these are worst case because someone's in your space and they're infiltrating your piece. It's awareness of your own body and the other person, and not letting the fear that's in that current moment take over the logic of what you need. And that's with business, that's in life, that's with everything.
I've also found that that's part of what's good about training too, right, is that you get comfortable being in uncomfortable positions and uncomfortable situations.
I live by that. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So if we're here, and if I do just grab you like this, and you pull back, the thing is, address this with both hands and peel that grip and break that clean off to this way and up to the sky. Yes, now, if I try to follow with anything, you can totally pull your hand back and disengage. And check this out. This was the aha moment for so many women that I train, and then pushing off the wall of the pool.
Oh, right.
So when you swim to the wall of the pool and you put your feet up on it, you can launch yourself off it. It's the same concept where if I go up to the wall, I'd like to think of myself as a strong individual, but I definitely cannot push the wall over. One thing I can do is if the wall was coming towards me, is I can push myself off the wall. So if that were to happen, and someone does grab, and let's say you pry this off really quick, and I go to come forward, can you actually bring those up to my shoulder? Now, first do this, push me as hard as you can. Now do this, stand nice and strong for me. Good, don't move. Now, if I come up, I'm not gonna push you, I'm gonna push off so I can make all the space. Close on that shoulder and get back as far as you can. Yes!
All right. That was a great training session, Greg. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Appreciate that.
How do you feel?
I feel relaxed. I'm good. That's fine. And I look forward to coming back and learning some more from you in the future so we can really build on what we've already started today. So thank you for that. So I wanted to ask you, what is like the one thing that you would recommend to somebody that's thinking about getting into martial arts or looking for an academy to join?
That's a good question. I would say number one is define your goal, because that's one thing I ask people, and sometimes they don't know, but it comes down to a couple different categories. One of those being, are you going to train because you want to learn self-defense? Do you want to train because you want to get in shape and be healthy? Find a school or a gym that is going to really kind of fit that need, where if your idea is self-defense, you can absolutely learn something from every place, but you want to find the school that's going to have the vibe that you want. I'm trying to get emotional talking about, but like I train a lot of people that they've been through a lot of really hard stuff, and it's really cool to see a woman that she walks in with her, when she joins her head's down and she's quiet and she's really timid, and all of a sudden like she can do jiu-jitsu and she's like hitting arm bars and like she wants to compete, or like she's telling me like, oh my gosh, I went and trained at a different school when I was here, and I'm like, okay, like that's that matters to me. When you look at what we're doing here, it's just building stronger people.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Craig, thank you so much for being here with me today.
It's been a pleasure.
Awesome. I really appreciated it. Even for a hug, man. Guys,
See you.
Thank you for watching. I'm Kailey Hegle. This has been Your American Dream. See you later, Craig.